This by what's going on, y'all? Uncle P, justified anger. We ain't wasting no time. Judge Mathis, let's go.
Plaintiff Crystal Murdoch says she used to be friends with the defendant, and she often borrowed money from Crystal's mother to illegally purchase Vicodin. Crystal claims she works at a casino with the defendant, and Crystal even witnessed her stealing from customers. Crystal's suing her former friend for the value of personal property. Defendant Cynthia Lee believes the only reason she's in court is because of Crystal's fiancé, who's with Crystal in court today. Cynthia claims Crystal's fiancé is nothing but a con artist who's taking advantage of Crystal. And
look at her. Why does she look like that? Damn.
Cynthia's countersuing for harassment and defamation.
Start with you.
Okay, I met Cindy the beginning of 2006. I knew her through her daughter, was friends with my mother. They would both, Cindy and her daughter, would borrow money from my mother for the purchase of Vicodin. She has a nasty habit.
Vicodin legally?
Illegally.
Bull, what you mean legally, nigga? What the fuck do you mean legally? If it was legal, nigga, she'd be going to the fucking doctor. Come on, Judge Mathis, don't be acting dumb.
And
her?
Yes. They were purchasing it. I don't know how.
Not true,
but
is it, ma'am? You're not a dope head, are you? Huh?
No, I've never borrowed money from her mother. Ever.
Stop the cap.
How about that second part?
For what now?
That Vicodin.
No. No. Go ahead.
She is hideous.
How about your daughter?
My daughter, maybe.
She's a dope head?
She was.
Okay. She's recovering now?
Trying.
Good. All right. Go ahead, ma'am.
In the time that I've known her, she's gotten a job at the same place that I work, and I've witnessed her stealing from her place of work.
Who?
Cynthia. She took money from customers and not
Where do
registering
you all
it.
work? What type of place
We
of
work at a
employment?
casino. She would retrieve the money from the customers and set it on top of the cash register, and when the customers would walk out, she would put the money in her tip jar.
Your Honor, can I say something?
Yes.
In a casino, we have cameras everywhere.
Right.
If that were the case, I would have not had a job a long time ago.
Let's move on. What else you
Real.
want to tell me?
She has also admitted to me that while she's been working, she's received unemployment checks, which she has
How's
cashed.
all this relevant, ma'am, to what you're suing her about?
It's not.
Well,
I'm just
then,
telling
So
you
what
about
the
hearing
fuck
more.
she
is, so if it's not relevant, then what the fuck is you talking about? You just trying to make the bitch look bad. That's all you doing. And that's why he gonna flame your funky ass.
Ma'am, what do you want to tell me? Since she opened the door about your character, what do you want to tell me that you know about hers?
I met Crystal last year, and we became very close, and she confided me in a lot. She met this gentleman, Carrie, who's a witness, and informed me that Carrie was disabled, and Crystal and him moved in together, okay? And Crystal became his caregiver after moving in together. Okay. The reason Carrie, she told me, is disabled is because he was a police officer and was shot. Okay. So he's on state disability because he was shot as a police officer. My opinion is if you're going to be shot as a police officer, you're going to get some kind of benefits from a police force. Okay. We were worried about.
How do you know he doesn't?
Crystal says he doesn't.
Did you tell her you were the caregiver for your mate? He was shot as a police officer and he does not receive any benefits?
I don't know of any that he receives. Yes,
Okay.
I am his caregiver.
Okay.
Yeah, I would be suspect too.
Okay. Needless to say, I
But
believe
for
that all.
what? It's not none of your fucking business.
All this came about because from what Crystal has informed me, her mother and other people, he is a form of a con, and she's a lot younger than him.
Who's a form of a con?
Carrie, the witness.
A form
of a con artist. He's conning Crystal.
Let me allow her witness to respond to the allegations that he's a con artist. Step up, sir. Yeah, you might be right. He moved pretty good.
Hey, the judge gonna always throw some extra sauce on. He gonna put a little extra on it, talking about he moved pretty. You see how he moving? That nigga might be a con man and shit. You on dope? This nigga judge, man, I love this nigga,
He
man.
disabled. State your name.
Terry Holmes.
What you want me to know? How do you want to respond to her allegations?
As far as I'm concerned, where she got the allegations at, I don't know. I am disabled. physically disabled.
As a result of
bullet shot to the head. That's 7 years ago, August 2nd.
Wow.
Okay, and it was a robbery attempt. Okay, they got nothing but blood. As far as a con artist, Cynthia is a liar. I mean, she's a liar from a year ago since I've known her, and still today.
Okay. What personal property are you suing her for?
In August of 2006, I had my computer, and it was a gift from my grandfather. So she asked me, her daughter asked me, Kimberly asked me, can I borrow your computer for a little while until I get my father's
What is
computer?
up with motherfuckers? What is up with all these motherfuckers borrowing computers from people and shit? I seen on the last video, the bitch, how is they, man, and that's so crazy because I let a motherfucker borrow my shit. So what the fuck am I talking about? You feel me? But he didn't ask to borrow my shit. You feel me? I let him, I put it, anyway, yeah.
It was supposed to be for about 3 weeks that she was supposed to keep it. She had told me that
What
she
does
was...
she have to do with the computer?
Because in May of 2007, I was told that Kimmy had to move out. She was living with her mother in a 55 and older community, and she's not 55. She had to move out. In that time, Cynthia also let slip that Kimmy had another computer from her father in the trunk of her
Your daughter is the
car.
scam artist.
Well, Honor,
She
can I say
living with
something?
you illegally.
Man.
This agreement was made between Kimberly, my daughter, and Crystal.
I agree.
And she told me it was an exchange for the computer. I don't know what their whole decision was.
You're absolutely
She lived
right.
at my house. She's 34 years old. I have no say over what
Did
she does.
she ever say, I will be responsible for the computer?
When
That's
her
not
daughter moved out, which is... I
May
found
of
out,
07?
Yes. She told me that she had her father's computer. So I asked Cindy, why does she need my computer then if she has her father's?
To
And
sell
Cindy
that
said,
bitch.
I don't know.
Okay.
And so I told Cindy, when Kimberly moves out, please tell her to leave the computer there. I'm coming to get it. She can use it until she moves out, but leave it
Bullshit. She probably sold that motherfucker for some pills. Get the fuck out of here.
there until I come to pick it up. And Cindy agreed. A couple of weeks later at
False-faced
work,
bitch.
we went out on break together, and Cindy tells me, well, Kimmy's gone. She's moved out. And I said, okay. I said, did she leave the computer for me? And Cindy said, yes.
Okay.
And I said, okay. I asked her, what would be a good time for me to come pick it up? And she responded, I was wondering if you would leave it there for me for a while. She
What?
said, I don't have anybody living with me. I'm
What'd you say?
alone. I said, yes,
Ma'am,
I will
did
let
this
you borrow
happen?
it.
That didn't happen, Your Honor. She did ask me if I would ask him to leave the computer there. Kimmy did leave it there for a week when Crystal asked, because Crystal would ask me
What
every
happened
day.
to the computer after
Kimmy
that?
took it. I had no choice. You know, I don't have a say-so.
Do you
It's
know where the
not mine.
computer is?
What you mean? What you mean, bitch? You let that motherfucker come back and take that goddamn computer, you funky frog face bitch. Talking about I have no say so. I have no control over what she does. Shut that shit the fuck up. She come in your house, she takes the computer, you say, hey, no, leave that motherfucker there. That ain't yours. What the fuck you mean you ain't got no control or no say so, man? Get your punk ass out of here.
As far as I know, is in the possession of her daughter.
It is in the possession.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's who you need to sue. Your counterclaim $1,000 for harassment.
Okay. This has been very embarrassing for me at work. Everybody at work, every day, has come to me about this whole situation. Crystal, I know, is upset, but every day it's been Cindy, 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 Kimmy, 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 and I can't deal
Let
with
her
it
finish.
anymore.
Pardon me?
Okay? Carrie came to my work 2 weeks ago, and the security guards came in and said, Cindy, there's an African-American guy outside with an envelope. At that point, I had it.
I know you ran, didn't
Hey, Kibby, it's a nigger outside. He has an envelope for you. That's what more like they say. It's an African-American guy outside, man.
Get the fuck out of here, you little bitch!
Yeah, I said, you know,
the
I said,
National
tell him to
Guard.
take, I told him, there's an African-American guy outside with an envelope. At that point, I had it.
I know you ran, didn't you?
Yeah, I said, you know, I said, tell him to take, I told him, take a hike.
Don't say you told him to call the National Guard.
I called Crystal, and I go, Crystal, I'm not upset with you. But
I
this
know
is-
you're not like that. You don't have
This is my
stereotypes.
employment. We can't have this. Crystal the next day said, Carrie had been drinking. I apologize. It shouldn't happen that way. And the baby was in the car.
Ma'am, did
and I'm
this
upset
happen?
with him.
Did you tell anyone at the job about your circumstances with her?
Never.
All right.
Never once.
And so, come on up again. Did you go to her job?
I go to the job
For what?
because my wife is there. My fiance is there.
Okay.
The only other time I do go to the job is for free play.
Okay.
I play
You didn't do
it's a-
anything to her or threaten her in any way?
No, sir.
Do you have a letter from your employer or anything
At
else
the
saying
job.
that she at the workplace
Yeah,
calls you?
You know she bullshitting because they would have banned him from coming up there. All she had to do was just say, hey, look, this guy right here is harassing me. They would have banned that nigga from the fucking casino, man. Come on. The bitch is fucking lying, man.
Problems.
No, I called the security or talked to the security officer, and they're not allowed to do that. So,
That's
no,
not true.
It's
The
my,
manager or supervisor at your job could write you a letter saying that Ms. Lee reported to us at an earlier date that she was having problems with her co-worker Crystal, and on one occasion she was told that a big African-American man with an envelope was hunting for her, and she ran under her desk, never to be seen again. Now, you could have brought me that type of letter, but
no,
you
you
failed
wouldn't
to.
write it. So your
All
officer, the
right.
security guard, did not want to get involved.
Yeah,
He said no.
your supervisor could have. I'm going to have to dismiss your claim.
Bitch.
On the other hand, ma'am, I'm going to have to dismiss your claim. Her daughter is responsible, but even if I am to believe that she at some time assumed responsibility, you by your own admission know that her daughter has it. So if you know that her daughter has it, her daughter either stole it or her daughter has continued to borrow it from you. So you either report it to the police and or you sue her in civil court, not her. Have a good day. Both cases
Thank you.
dismissed.
He said the bitch was lying. Lying ass motherfucker. You feel me? Shit. Talking about he came up there. Bitch, all you had to do was just, hey, the nigga is threatening me. You're white. They'll believe any fucking thing you say. Hey, this nigga up here, he threatened me and shit. They would have banned his black ass from coming up there, but you fucking lied. You didn't get the letter from the motherfucking security guard. You could have got it from the supervisor, just like that nigga said, man. Come on. Hey, but anyway, thank y'all for watching this video. I appreciate it. This video right here, check that motherfucker out. All right, peace.